Hey, it's Great Tuesday. Glad you're with me. Come on into my little world. Spend a moment with me. You know, Malcolm Gladwell out in his book, I believe it's called Outliers. You can check the title. The idea that it takes 10,000 hours of practice to excel at a particular ability, a sport or whatever it might be. 10,000 free shots, 10,000 tennis serves, 10,000 whatever it might be. You know, that's not an exacting number, of course, but it's a daunting figure when you begin to think about it. How long will a violinist practice to excel? How long will a guitar player practice? Will you spend 10,000 hours at the piano? Maybe, maybe not. It all depends. There are a lot of things that come into play, but that idea comes before us and it recognizes if you really want something bad enough, if you really want something to excel at it, to have it, to be able to use it and to do well with it, to be able to be recognized with it, it takes a lot of hard work. It may not be exactly 10,000 hours. Maybe your talents are greater and come more quickly to you. Some of us are definitely a lot slower at some things. But that idea was out there. I want you to think about something in that regard. For Jesus saw the fishermen, Mark chapter 1. Maybe he was already somewhat acquainted with them and so forth. They had been around, he had been around. But he called to those fishermen, two and then two more. And he said, "Follow me, and I will make you to become fishers of men." And those guys dropped what they were doing and went with Jesus. We know they didn't completely quit fishing. They fished at other times. But they were willing to give up a lot of things in order to become what Jesus could help them be, what he could make them to become, if they were willing to put in the time. Sometime later, one of those fishermen, the guy by the name of Peter, looked at Jesus and said, "What about us?" For a man had come to Jesus with a question and had ultimately gone away sadly. We call him the rich young ruler. But as he went away, Peter had asked Jesus, "Lord, we've left all and followed you." In other words, we put in the time, we put in the effort, we put aside other things in order to do this. What shall we have? And Jesus promised. He made a promise to them. You haven't left anything, but you'll gain so much more. 10,000 hours. You know, it was Dan and Shay and Justin Bieber. I think Dan wrote most of the words to the song, but they put together with the idea of that 10,000 hours a little song a couple of years ago. Made it to the Grammys. Beautiful little love song, made it into a lot of weddings in recent days, and they just simply called it 10,000 hours. The gist of the song, I won't try and sing it for you today. I don't know, maybe another time. Anyway, the gist of the song is, if it takes me 10,000 hours to really learn you, I'll put it in. You're worth that much to me. For you see, it's a measurement of how much something is worth to you. Are you willing to put in the time? Are you willing to put in the effort? I think a lot of people walk away from things long before they put in the necessary time. A lot of people walk away from marriages. People walk away from jobs. They walk away from commitments. Walk away from learning. Maybe they don't just walk away, some of them flat run away. I think when we go into something and we see it has value, then we say, whatever it takes, that's what I'll do. That same Simon Peter looked at Jesus and said, even if everybody else leaves you, I'll still be there. He had his troubles, but he knew what it would take. He knew the commitment that would be involved. And in his mind, he was there. You know, a child may pick up a violin or a piano, won't pick up a piano, pick up playing the instrument and begin to work. After a little while, it kind of loses its value. They don't want to work that hard. They're small children. They want to play. But a parent sees the importance of it, challenges them, keeps them working, keeps them practicing day after day, year after year, and ultimately there's something special within that child. When they can sit down and play the beautiful music that they and others will enjoy. 10,000 hours. Ask the basketball player when he's sunk the winning point of the game. Ask the football player when he's thrown or received the great pass. You know what I mean. 10,000 hours. And when the two people look at one another's eyes and know each other so very well, 10,000 hours doesn't seem like anything at all. Be willing to put in the time. When it has value, be willing to put in the time. It may not be exactly 10,000 hours, but you know, one of the greatest judgments of character is whether you're willing to follow through and show what really has value in your life. Make your commitment. Follow through with it. Jesus said, follow me. Yep, it's going to take something. 10,000 hours. Hey, I'm glad you're with me today. Let's put in the time and the effort. Hey, we'll share more a little further down the road. So glad to share a moment with you, and we'll look forward to more. Thank you again.